Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. Today I'm going to be doing another Invicta watch review. Now, if you haven't checked out my other video, believe it or not, I purchased a different watch brand the other day, and I just did a video on that. That's the Bulova Precisionist. Check that one out. Beautiful watch. You guys got to get it. I know you Invicta lovers. Let me tell you, I love them too, but there are times, a few times, where you got to, step outside the Invicta box there and pick up something else too. Sometimes other brands are worth it, right? So this one here, I've already done a video on this one here, and I'm pretty excited to do this video because this watch I have not pulled the trigger on purchasing. It has never been able to really come down under the $500 price point. For me, I like to stay in the $200 to $300 price range, and I just can't rationalize spending that on a watch. At least not, now, I don't know, maybe if they came out with the all yellow gold and rose tone gold Sea Hunter, maybe I would, but this one I just couldn't rationalize spending the money, so I've been kind of waiting to see if the price drops, and it just hasn't. And it keeps selling out, that's why they don't drop the price. But one of my subscribers and one of my Facebook friends for my webpage, Fat Cat Watches, he went ahead and was nice enough and very trusting, and I really appreciate it. And man, thank you so much for your generosity and your trust. He went ahead and sent me his Invicta for me to review and then send back to him. Because I don't have it on YouTube. And I don't think anybody has reviewed this watch on YouTube. So, YouTube addicts, man, I know you guys are going to be buying this. So, enjoy. Alright, so, without further ado, the watch we're going to be reviewing today is the Invicta Zeus Bolt Magnum Edition. And this watch has been around for a year now. The price has never dropped under the $5 price point. And, maybe eventually it will. Maybe I'll pick it up. But, again, he was really nice. Josh Boyd, thank you very much, my man, for sending me this watch and trust me with your baby here. Don't worry, I'll be good to her. I want to size it and wear it, I tell you, but I'm not going to do that, trust me. So I'm going to review it right now, guys. You ready? Okay, so here we go. Invicta Zeus Bolt Magnum. Give you a little teaser here. Uh-oh. Woo! Alright, there it is. So, a little bit about this watch, okay? I'm going to show you some close-ups. You guys are going to have to just bear with me on the lighting in here. This time of year, I can't get any good lighting in here, and I have not invested in any kind of lighting equipment. These videos are very, very basic, and they're meant to not be professional. And it's a real guy's opinion and sharing his passion with you. Alright, so here it is. Here's a close-up of your face, the side of the watch, the band, of course. You have your second clock right on the wrist, which I'll tell you about in a second. And I'll show you more couple close-ups in a little bit here. So a little bit about this watch. This watch is available in three different color combinations or executions. The one Josh has here is done in all stainless steel with yellow gold accents, and of course your like a dark navy blue face. It is available in the same watch, but with a black face, more of a tactical edition. Still stainless steel, but all the yellow parts on here that are gold would be black. Then they make it in one that I would consider getting, and I kind of like it. A little more than the other ones. This one's done with the blue. It's got the kind of a turquoise blue pushers and crown, more of a silver face, and then your blue accent around here. But this watch of the three I think is the classiest because you really can't go wrong with gold, right? So let me get you the model number on this one here. We are looking at, on this particular model, it's going to be 20111. Invicta Magnum Zeus Bolt, or Zeus Bolt Magnum. This watch is sold out everywhere I've been able to, look for it. I'll put a link in description. When one does become available, you will see it pop up. Go ahead and click that link. Keep checking that link in description, and when they do become available, you'll be able to purchase one through eBay, because that's like where I buy all my watches from. And I think it's a great way to buy watches. The shipping's fast, and you're protected. So a little bit about this watch. I don't really get too involved in all the details, but I'm just going to tell you, what they say about it. This one is powered by a Swiss Ronda 5040D. Most of your Invicta watches in this line or in their reserve collection are powered by the Swiss Rondas. 5040Ds in a lot of them. Let's see. So that's your first movement, okay? Then this watch has a secondary movement, which is on the side. You can see here. I know it's a little dark, but you just got to bear with me. And that one's done with the same color face, and it's like a second, I guess, second time, I guess. I guess like a multiple time zone you could have, like East Coast time or whatever. And let's see, I haven't really played around with this thing too much. I'm not going to mess with his settings here. And, okay, anyway, so that one's powered by a Swiss movement as well. It's the Ronda 1042 quartz, they call it. But it's still a Swiss-made Ronda. Naturally, the country of origin for these watches, they say Switzerland, but these watches are not made in Switzerland, but they can still carry the Swiss-made, I guess, Swiss-made classification because the movement is, you know, made with Swiss parts or is made in Switzerland or it's a Swiss company. Either way, it's their way of getting around it. The watch is not made in Switzerland. Case measurement on this one here, 52 millimeters in case diameter, which, you know, this is a really long watch too, so it's kind of an unfair representation because this is a huge watch, guys. But anyway, 52 millimeters in case diameter, and you have 20 millimeters in case thickness. It's a real thick, chunky watch. Not quite as thick as a Venom, but still pretty darn thick. Screw down function pushers. The band measurement is 8 1/4 inches in length and 36 millimeters in width. You have your classic deployment clasp Invicta uses on all their watches. I wish they would switch over to the double locking one like on my Bulva here that I just picked up. Water resistance is 660 feet, and the watch weighs, looks like 13 ounces. So, let's try and read something else here too. Alright, so a little bit more about it. So your parts of the watch on this particular one that are actually polished, you have a little bit of polishing down the center of the band right here. You have polishing on your clasp, your locking clasp. You have polishing on a little bit of the crown and pushers on the ends right over here. Then, of course, you have some gold accents on the markers and, of course, on your hands as well. This one is done in the navy blue face, as you can see there. It's a very aggressive, chiseled watch. Really interesting having that other time zone on the front. It's very unique. It is a very big, chunky, wide band. It really kind of gets real thick and kind of tapers down here. It's a big watch, guys. Definitely one I wouldn't mind picking up my collection eventually, but I can't rationalize the price on it right now. What else about the watch? If you were to get it in the blue, you'd have the yellow part here. This yellow accent would be in the kind of a turquoise color blue along with your pushers. And you see you got your Invicta kind of stamped on the side there. The case on this one here, it looks like you have the gold accent on top, and part of the case in this groove here is actually done in what appears to be almost like a sandblasted finish. And then you have your mirror polishing on the sides, and then you have your satin finish or brush finish, looks like on the pushers, and a little bit of that sandblasting on the inside. Alright, so without further ado, why you guys love my videos. You love seeing what the watch looks like on the wrist. And it gives you a really good idea what it's going to look like on a guy, maybe my size, my height, my weight. You know, I'm kind of an average sized guy, probably say, you know, a little shorter than most. About 5 foot 8 inches tall, weigh about 165 pounds. But I have a 7-inch wrist. So that's going to give you a real idea of what this is going to look like on your wrist, okay? So let's go ahead and throw it on. Now, this is not sized for me, so I'm just going to have to hold it. I don't want to unsize Josh's watch here and, you know, for myself because I'm going to be tempted to wear it. So we're not going to do that. So let me go ahead and throw it on there. And you can see this is just a chunk. This is a tank of a watch. It's a very, very aggressive design. I almost kind of compare this design to what you would find from your Invicta Coalition Forces watch, which I had one of those. Check out my review on that. And I sold it just because I didn't really wear it all that much. But this is definitely a very aggressive, chunky, chiseled watch. And chunky is like the best word to really describe this, because this is just a beefy watch. Very, very unique. I'll show you a couple close-ups here. See how high that thing sits on the wrist. And I'm gonna attempt to just kind of put this on here. It's gonna be way too big for me, so it's gonna be hanging off my wrist. But I'll hold it and then just kind of let it go. So you can see that thing is just massive. I mean, it's a big watch, folks. And it's obviously a very, very popular watch with Invicta because every time I see these things come online, they sell out, and they're selling out for a pretty steep price point. And let's face it, even though this is just it's a big watch. Even though this thing is just, you know, another Invicta watch, and, you know, they're charging 500 something for it, it's still no better or worse than your Grand Octane, your Sea Hunters. They're all in the same reserve class. And so for you to pay a couple $100 more just because it's a popular watch, I just can't rationalize it. But it is a gorgeous looking watch. Definitely a statement piece there, folks. I mean, it is pretty chunky. And you know what? I kind of like that extra time zone. You can see it when your hand's kind of down like that. Man, Josh, I really appreciate you letting me review this, man. Alright, so I'm going to do something a little more unorthodox today because the lighting is so poor. I'm just going to walk around a little bit with the watch and get it in different lighting here. Here is some natural daylight coming in. It's pretty overcast right now, so you're not really seeing this baby sparkle, but you can get an idea of, you know, the size. I mean, it's pretty big. Now this watch is not as big as your Sea Hunter or your Grand Octane, but yeah, I will say it's a very, very chunky, large watch. Go to the bathroom here. We have some better lighting in here. I'm just going to put you down for a second here. And I'll get back a little bit. I mean, if you have a 6-inch wrist or a 7-inch wrist, I mean, pretty much all these watches you're going to be able to size, and they are going to look huge on you. I definitely like the band, how they did that mirror polishing on these rounded links in between. The satin, or the stainless, not the stainless, excuse me, the brushed finish. It definitely has a really unique look. And I'll tell you, this is definitely one I'm going to have to get in my collection. I really like what they did with the combination of polishing on what they have, kind of these like kind of chiseled out case, and then you have like these almost these parts of the case that are almost look like pillars almost. You have your sandblast to finish in between there, and then that's all mirror polished. It really makes it pop. You see that other time zone on the side. Man, it's big. Alright folks, well I hope you liked my video of the Invicta Zeus Bolt Magnum. Josh Boyd, thank you very, very much once again for being so trusting and generous in sending me your watch to review. It's one that I probably will pick up, you know, once I see the price get right on this baby. You have to. I mean, if you're an Invicta collector, you gotta have it. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? The band almost reminds me of a watch that I sold that I had a couple years ago. It was an Air Traveler, and very, very similar styling in that. And that's what this really reminds me of, an Air Traveler watch. Man, that's a nice watch. Alright folks, well, once again, thank you so much for watching the channel and watching my video. If you have any questions about this watch or any of the other Invicta watches, by all means don't hesitate to drop me a comment. Find me on Facebook, it's Fat Cat Watches, where you can become part of the wrist shot action. I met so many cool guys who share their information and share their passion with me and the rest of us on there. Remember to check out PHATKATWatches.com, where you'll get real-time links and listings where you can pick this up for the best value, places where I get them from. I always buy my stuff through eBay. I have bought from other places, but I just love eBay because your shipping is like 3 days and you're done. Whereas like other places, you know, sometimes you buy it from the best deal, but sometimes like I just can't stand waiting 12 days. So and then you end up paying for the expedited shipping and spending more money. But beautiful watch. So guys, stay tuned for more watch reviews. I have another one coming in the mail. Should be here this week actually. I'll go ahead and put that review up as soon as I get the watch. That's going to be another Grand Arsenal. It's my favorite Invicta watch that they make. I had to get it in a black and blue because it was totally unlike anything that I have. Check out my video on this watch here. I'm going to upload that today. My Bulova Precisionist. Had to pick up that watch. Another amazing deal I got, and just an amazing watch. Definitely a little smaller than your Invicta watches. Since I got it here, I'll just go ahead and throw it on and just give you a side-by-side since they're both right here. You can see that something like this by Invicta, I mean, it dwarfs the Bulova. But still, I mean, you look at it, it's not, you know, it doesn't just kill it, you know what I mean? So there's a kind of an accurate side-by-side there. If you were, you know, naturally when you go look at the side shot there of the thickness, there's a huge difference, but still not a small watch by any means. And it's a Bulova, guys, come on. Alright, well, once again, folks, thanks for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day, guys. Take care.